What's the military's version of being sent to fetch a left-handed wrench? I once sent a brand new private to find sound dampeners for the artillery range. Kids spent 4 hours trying to requisition noise-canceling equipment for cannons. It started during his first week at Fort Sill. Private Martinez was eager, motivated, and unfortunately for him, extremely gullible. Perfect target for initiation. Our battery was doing live fire exercises, and the noise was incredible. Martinez mentioned how loud everything was, so I saw my opportunity. Martinez, go to supply and get me a box of sound dampeners for the howitzers. Can't have the neighbors complaining. He snapped to attention. Roger, Sergeant. What's the NSN for those? The kid was asking for the national stock number. He wanted to do this right. Don't worry about the NSN. Just tell them you need sound dampeners for 155mm artillery pieces. Off he went, notebook in hand, ready to solve the military's noise problem. Supply sent him to the motor pool. Those are special equipment. We don't stock them here. Motor pool redirected him to communications. Sounds like electronic equipment to us. Communications forwarded him to the armory. Might be weapon accessories. Each stop, Martinez got more detailed explanations about why these mysterious sound dampeners were so important and so hard to find. By hour 2, he developed an entire theory about classified noise reduction technology. Started asking about security clearances needed to handle acoustic suppression devices. The armory guys really committed to the bit. They told him the last shipment went to a black site operation, and he'd need special authorization from the base commander. Martinez actually requested a meeting with the base commander's office to discuss artillery noise reduction requirements. The commander's aide, knowing exactly what was happening, scheduled him for a classified briefing about operational sound security. This led Martinez to the intelligence office, where they told him sound dampeners were controlled items requiring counterintelligence verification. The intelligence guys sent him to the military police to verify his background for handling acoustic warfare materials. The MPs told him he needed medical clearance to ensure his hearing was adequate for testing sound suppression equipment. Medical sent him to the chaplain because exposure to sound dampening technology can affect spiritual well-being. The chaplain, bless his heart, gave Martinez a 20-minute lecture about finding inner peace despite external chaos, then sent him back to supply for blessed acoustic materials. By this point, Martinez had been to every major office on base. He'd filled out security questionnaires, medical forms, and even a chaplain's spiritual wellness assessment, but he still hadn't found those sound dampeners. Hour 4, Martinez returns to our battery area. He's carrying a folder thick with paperwork, looking determined but confused. Sergeant, I've completed all the preliminary requirements, but I need your help with the final authorization. I ask him what he's learned about sound dampeners during his research. Well, Sergeant, apparently they're highly classified acoustic suppression devices that require multi-level security clearance, medical approval, spiritual counseling, and direct authorization from the base commander. The entire battery is listening at this point, trying not to laugh. They're so advanced that most personnel don't even know they exist. I'm probably the first soldier in months to request access to this technology. Martinez had convinced himself he was part of some elite program to revolutionize military acoustics. The intelligence office said I might be selected for specialized training in acoustic warfare tactics. I finally had to break it to him. Martinez, there's no such thing as sound dampeners for artillery. Cannons are supposed to be loud. He looked at his folder of paperwork, then at me, then at the smirking faces around him. You mean I spent 4 hours trying to requisition something that doesn't exist? Welcome to the army, Private, but here's the twist. Martinez wasn't angry. He was impressed. Sergeant, that was the most comprehensive training exercise I've ever experienced. I learned the location of every office on base, met personnel from every department, and practiced military protocol under stress. Kid had turned his hazing into a professional development opportunity. Plus, now I know exactly how to navigate military bureaucracy for legitimate requests. 2 weeks later, I found Martinez, sending the next new guy to find muzzle velocity calibrators for indirect fire weapons. The cycle continued, but Martinez had added his own twist. He'd created actual fake paperwork with official-looking forms and reference numbers. New recruits were now getting full documentation for their impossible missions. Martinez had turned military hazy